Listen, to my newbies, he had smoked that in here. Hold up. Vaping heavy. It's smoked out in here, but you can see me. Anyway, listen. Your first week, you want to make a bunch of money, or you've been driving for a month. Shooter Brown, which is my brother, go sub to his channel. You've been driving for a month and you want to say, you know what, I ain't making no money. I ain't making no money and my check is only yada yada yada. You know, I'm trying to make $1,500 a week. I'm here to tell you that ain't realistic. When you first get in the game, you ain't making $1,500 a week. Disclaimer, you're gonna see a person who's in my comments is gonna say, I made $2,000 my first week because I'm special. First of all, if you see that person, kick them in their kneecap, okay? Because they're not you, all right? And they had some type of situation or help to be making that kind of money. They either knew somebody, or they lucked up, or their daddy owned trucks, or their daddy was in the industry and they just went right into, let's say my son was gonna come into trucking, right? And I sent him to blah, 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 blah. Said, you get your year, come back, we'll find you a truck, put you in position. He's in position within 9 months. But he had someone in the industry for blah, blah, blah years before he got there. If you're just butt naked coming in here and you're making the way, you're not getting paid that kind of money without friends, period. You're gonna come in here, your check is gonna be, not knowing what you're doing, it's gonna be between $400 and $800. And that $800 is high. It is high. You understand? $400 and $800, and that $800, you're not gonna get that every week. Your check's gonna fall to an average about $600. And that's just the truth. There's no other way to tell you. You know, first of all, reasons why you're not getting paid that much money. The first reason may be CPM, what you're getting paid per mile. You may come in and you may not go to a Prime Inc. and get 43.5 cents a freaking mile right out of school. I didn't get that. I got 24 cents a mile out of school. Okay, at 24 cents a mile, let's do some math. At 24 cents. What my join at? What my join? At 24 cents a mile. I'll hit this button right here. 24. I'm sorry, for some reason I don't have my calculator on here. At dot 24 times 3,000. Listen, at 24 cents a mile, if I'd have got 3,000 miles, I'd have ended up with $720 before taxes. Then taxes is gonna come out, so that's gonna drop you back down to about $600. Then healthcare, that could be $80. And God help you if you got child support. You just made a $500 a week, $400 or $500 a week. And that's if you didn't get to the company and have to buy a whole bunch of stuff that they take out of your check later. That's why you see the $300, $400, $500 checks when you first start. You see what I'm saying? You can't get in this thing thinking you're gonna make a buku amount of money right when you walk in the door. It's just, all it does, it gives you unrealistic expectations, and it ends up putting you down, and then people end up just quitting out. And they don't understand. I can't make no money. Screw it. I'm gonna go drive a seed truck for Cargill local. You know. And hey, if that's what you want to do, I'm not hating. I'm just saying that's what usually happens. Number two, your paperwork ain't handled properly. You ain't scanning paperwork right after you drop a load. You waiting to the last minute to scan your paperwork. You're driving erratically, meaning you don't know how to shift your truck properly. You don't know to stay in the truck for 5-6 hours without getting out. So you're always stopping all the time, which is killing your MPG, which affects your pay. Your MPG, some companies have it to where they'll give you 1 cent. They'll give you a 1 cent bonus over all the miles you ran. You understand? So if you ran, if you ran a certain amount of miles, that may add up to be $150, $200 more on top of your check. You see how that goes? So those things, those bad habits are affecting your money. So now you're not eligible for your MPG, your MPG bonus, your mileage per gallon bonus, your fuel bonus. You're not eligible for that. Another thing that knocks you out eligibility for your fuel bonus is being late. If you be late, they group a lot of companies, not all, but a lot of companies group your fuel bonus into your safety on time bonus. So any one of those things mess up, you don't get all of them. You understand? So now you're not going to get it. Another thing too is going home too frequently. You may say, well, I got something going on at the house, so I got to be home every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. But you're at an OTR company and all their bonuses are set up for you to be gone for at least 6 weeks. So if you go home at a certain time, you ain't gonna meet the mile cap to get any of these bonuses. You just wrote yourself out of money. That's why your check ain't as high as the dude sitting on the road all the time. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You gotta understand how you're getting paid. And when you first get in, you don't understand how you get paid. So you're not getting paid a lot, period. If you're an OTR dude coming in the game and you wanna get to the point where you're making money, you shouldn't be going home every 6. I don't go home every 2 weeks. And I've been in the game 5 years. And I bought my truck separately, independently of the company. I don't go home every week. I go home about every 6 weeks. Okay? You can't come into the game and think you're supposed to get the highest amount of pay and be able to be home. Because right now, when you coming into the game, you want to make the money and be home to enjoy the money. And that ain't what this is. Sorry, it's not. Not on an OTR. And we're talking about rookies. So if you're a rookie, 80% of the time you're OTR. Because most of the companies you want to work for local need you to be OTR for at least a year. That's basic. And the ones that are like life-changing, they're going to want 2 to 3 years of you OTR. Consecutive. And you can prove it. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to hip you to the game. When your first year, you ain't making nothing. Unless you at prime and unless you have a dang good mentor. Because you could be at prime still making $400 a week because you don't understand the pay scales, you're not staying out long enough, a lot of different things. You're gonna have to stay out long enough, understand your pay scale, and give yourself time. You're not that good at driving in certain areas, so you're ending up late, you're waking up late, you're in the sleeper longer than 10 hours. That's the biggest thing. Because when you first come in the game, you're used to waking up 8 to 5. That is not what trucking is. So you gotta learn off jump that you cannot be in the sleeper 14 hours because you wake up at 7 in the morning only. You're screwing your money. You're screwing your money. And on a company level, they can see how long you're in the sleeper. They can see it. And when you say, I was late because the road was closed. I was late because I popped the tire. I was late because my knee went out. You can say all this other stuff, and they're going to look at all of your sleep time joints. It's going to say 12, 13, 14, 13. Going all the way to California from this side to this side. You was in the sleeper 12, 13, 14, 15. They're going to add that up. 14, they're going to add up 4, 14, 15, 12. So 10, 1, 2 is 12. 5, you're looking at about 12 hours. What is that noise? You're looking at about 12 hours that you missed in drive time. And you were 2 hours late. So it is logical to say that if you would have handled your sleep time properly, you would have gained those 12 hours and you'd have been early. This is how they know you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Oh, you stopped and it shows that you took 7 breaks. That, you stop, put it on break time and run in and get some candy. Drive 2 hours, stop, put it on break time, run in and get use the bathroom, stop, drive 3 hours, stop. All that is gonna say break. You're stopping too much. Every time you stop and take 10, 15, 20 minutes, it pushes your arrival time back 10, 15, 20 minutes. So if you're an hour late, they're going to look and see that you take 4 or 5 stops per day to get to California, and it took you 3.5 days to get there. If they add all them 13, 14 hours up, you'd have been on time. That's how they know you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. And these problems that I'm talking about all over the place, but I'm talking about in this video, are why you're not making money in the beginning. It ain't got nothing to do with the company. You are a rookie and you don't know what you're doing. It takes time to do the business. I'm trying to tell you. All right, I gotta go. Obviously, I'm an important guy. People are calling me. What are you gonna do? Check this out. New channel, Wow Network. I'm gonna have this every time at the end of my videos. There's gonna be 2 boxes that show up. It's gonna be a red circle. It's gonna be my circle. Wow Network. It ain't about trucking. It's about all type of stuff. Go sub there right now. I'm outie 5,000.